Hey guys, it's Miss Lindsay here. So today I'm going to show you how to make a castle. So what you're going to need is a piece of paper that is turned the landscape or horizontal direction, and a marker or a pen or a pencil. So the first thing I'm going to do is come to the bottom of my paper and hop up just a tiny bit. I'm going to start with the door of my castle. So I'm going to start with an N shape. That's the door. I'm going to hop over and make a copycat line, like that. And then I'm going to connect them at the bottom with a straight line. Inside, I'm going to add another straight line. This is the bar that goes across my door. And I'm going to add some vertical lines for some extra detail. Now, if you want to draw your door a different way, you totally can. Okay, so my door is done. On the side here, I'm going to come and make two straight lines on either side. Okay, so now I'm going to make the tall towers. So I'm going to make a vertical line, connecting it there on both sides, like that. I'm going to hop over a little bit and make another vertical line. Same thing on this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do at the bottom here is make a smiley face line, connecting them. Okay, at the top of my tower, I'm going to add a frowny face line and a frowny face line. I'm going to add a copycat frowny face line, but this time my line's going to go a little farther out, like this, on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to add a curved line connecting it into my tower. Curved line connecting it. And now I'm going to add the top part of my tower, so that's going to be a diagonal line on both sides. Diagonal line on both sides. And now I'm going to add the top detail to my tower, so I'm going to add a straight line, down, over, up, straight line, down, over, up, connect it to my other side. Same thing on this side. Over, down, up, over, down, over, up, and connect it. Alright, so I'm going to make the top part of my tower, and that's just going to be an A shape, like that. I'm going to add a really simple flag on both sides. And a really simple flag, and I'm going to add some details inside the top part of my tower. So two vertical lines, one down the middle, and one on either side. Same thing on this side, straight line, vertical line down the middle, and two on either side. Alright, so in my tower, I'm going to add a window. So I'm going to add a N shape, a copycat N shape, a straight line at the bottom, two on either side, and connect it like that. I'm going to make some bars on either side of my windows. And I'm just going to add some brick details by making some vertical lines, horizontal lines that go all the way around. So I made a window up there. I'm going to make a window at the bottom. So another N shape, copycat line, and then a vertical, horizontal line at the bottom, and then connect it. And I'm going to add some bars and some lines that go all the way around. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to add is the inside detail to my castle. So I'm going to hop up from the door here and make a horizontal line, make a copycat horizontal line, and then I'm going to make, these are called crenellations, so I'm going to make that detail at the top. We call them a castle line in class, so that's what we're going to be making. So at the side of my tower, I'm going to make a straight line, go down, over, up, straight line, down, over, up. You might need some practice making this line, but do the best you can. All right, there's the top part. So now I'm going to make the bigger tower that's in the center of my paper. So on the side here, I'm going to make a vertical line. I'm going to make the same one on this side, vertical line. Kind of want them to be the same height. I'm going to make a frowny face line. Make a copycat frowny face line, but come out just a tiny bit. Frowny face line. Curved line connecting them into your tower. And then we're going to add a diagonal line on either side. And we're going to add that castle line at the top again. So over, down, over, up. And just take your time doing this. Once you know how to do it, it's pretty easy and you can get pretty quick at it. Okay. So now we're going to add the tippy part of our tower, and if it goes off the paper, it's totally fine. Mine's going to go off the paper, which is totally fine. But I'm also going to add those line details. And in here, I'm going to create some vertical lines and some vertical lines in the middle, like that. Okay, so in the middle here, I'm going to make another window, make a big giant N, copycat line, and then we're going to add a straight line at the bottom, 2 lines on the side, and another line down there. I like to add bars in my windows. You don't have to. You can totally add something else. And then some vertical detail lines and some horizontal lines going around my window. Okay. So my castle's almost done. I'm going to add some details on either side because I have the room. So on the side here, I'm going to add a kind of like a rectangle. So I'm going to come where my window is and make a line and then a line down, connecting it into my tower like that. And I'm going to make a copycat line at the top here, come out just a tiny bit, and then connect with a diagonal line. Okay, from there I'm going to make a straight line up, and then I'm going to make a castle line again. So over, down, over, up. I'm going to continue that until I reach the edge of my building like that. And then I'm going to make a tower since I have the room. So I'm going to come here and make a straight line up. I'm going to make another line up like that. Frowny face line. Copycat frowny face line. Curved line connecting it. Diagonal line on either side. And then another castle line. Like that. Connecting it to the other side. And then another point to our tower. Mine goes off the page, totally fine. And I'm going to add some details inside with some lines inside. Okay, so now I'm going to add a window in here again. An N shape, copycat N shape, straight line at the bottom, kind of like you're making a rectangle here, a windowsill. I'm going to add some bars inside, and we're going to add some details to our windows. You can make completely different windows if you want. This is just what I'm making. I'm going to make another window down here. My castle has many windows. Your castle can have as many or as few windows as you like. My castle is just full of windows. Because I like how they look. I think it just breaks up the castle a little bit and moves your eye around the paper. Alright, I'm going to make another line off the paper here, like that. And I have room on this side, so I'm just going to make a small little wall. So I'm going to make a line that goes off my paper. I'm going to hop in just a tiny bit and make a line that goes up and then over, like that. I'm going to make a copycat line on the side here and connect it with a diagonal line. And then I'm going to make that castle line at the top. So I'm going to make a straight line up and then create your castle line like that. All right, so I'm almost done. What I'm going to add is some brick details inside. So I'm just going to make some rectangles that have a little bit of a curve to them. You don't have to do this part, but I think it just looks a little bit more of a detail to your castle. If you want to add your brick in a different way, you totally can, but I'm going to add my brick like this. And you don't have to do this again if you don't want to. You can do something completely different. But I'm going to add just a tiny bit of brick details here and there. Not everywhere, just in some spots. And maybe I'll add a cloud floating by here, like that. All right, so there's my castle. It's pretty much done. If I had more room on my paper, I probably could have added some more detail at the top, but if your castle goes off your paper, that's totally fine. You filled the entire space up, which is great. So now the next fun step is to color in your castle, and you can make it whatever color you want.